Hello everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel Pharma Discussion with Kaji. In today's lecture, we will learn about the manufacturing of pharmaceutical aerosols. This is the fifth part of pharmaceutical aerosol system. This topic will be very much helpful to the BPharm students. Prior to this part, we have already discussed another four parts regarding pharmaceutical aerosols. We have already known that aerosol system is a gaseous system or pressurized system, and it can be defined a system that depends on the power of compressed gas or liquefied gas to expel the contents from the container. It may be a product of suspension, emulsion, or a solution in combinations with API and different excipients. Introduction of propellants. These are already discussed in part 1, and here it is the YouTube link of that part. Next is nomenclature and numerical problem solving on propellant blend. This part is already discussed in part 2, and the YouTube link is given here. Next is container, valve and actuator. These parts we have learned in part 3, and we have provided the link of part 3. Next is formulation of aerosols. This is the fourth part, and we have already discussed in the part 4, and the YouTube link is given here. Now the fifth part is manufacturing of pharmaceutical aerosol system. It describes how an aerosol container is filled with the propellants, product concentrate and other excipients. And filling of the aerosol container consisting of three processes: pressure filling apparatus, cold filling apparatus and compressed gas filling apparatus. Pressure filling apparatus. It consists of a pressure burette capable of metering small volumes of liquefied gas into the aerosol container under pressure. Propellant is added through an inlet valve located at the bottom or the top of the pressure burette. The propellant is allowed to flow with its own vapor pressure in the container through aerosol valve. The trapped air escapes out from the upper valve. The propellant stops flowing when the pressure of the burette and the container becomes equal. If further propellant is to be added, a hose pipe made up of rubber leading to a cylinder of nitrogen is attached to the upper valve. The pressure exerted by nitrogen helps in the flow of the propellant into the container. Another pressure filling device makes use of piston arrangement and is capable of maintaining positive pressure. This type of device cannot be used for filling inhalation aerosols which have metered valves. Next is procedure. This method involves filling of the concentrate into the container at the room temperature. Then the valve is placed in the container and crimped. Through the opening of the valve, the propellant are added, or it can be added under the cap. Since the opening of the valve are smaller in size, ranging from 0.018 to 0.030 inches, it limits the production and the pressure, and the process becomes slow. But with the use of rotary filling machines and newer filling heads, where the propellants are filled through valve system, the production rate is increased. The trapped air in the container and air present in head space is removed before filling the propellant to protect the products from getting adversely affected, that is from the oxidation or hydrolysis, etc. Various units used in pressure filling lines are arranged in the following order: unscrambler, air cleaner, concentrate filler, valve pleasure, purger, valve crimper, propellant filler, water bath, leveler, coder, and packing table. Purger, vacuum crimper, and pressure filler are replaced with a single unit if filling is carried by under the cap method. There are some advantages of pressure filling. Solution, emulsions, and suspensions can be filled by this method as chilling does not occur. Contaminations due to moisture is less. High production speed can be achieved, and loss of propellant is less. Few advantages are there. Certain types of metering valves can be handled only by the cold filling process or through use of an under the cap filler and valve crimper. Process is slower than cold filling method. This is the pressure filling apparatus assembled. Next is cold filling apparatus. It consists of an insulated box fitted with copper tubing, and the tubing are coiled to increase the area exposed to cooling. The insulated box should be filled with dry ice or acetone prior to use. The apparatus can be operated with or without metered valves. Hydrocarbon propellants cannot be filled into aerosol containers using this apparatus because large amount of propellants escapes out and vaporizes. This may lead to formation of an explosive mixture. Fluorocarbon vapors do not form any explosive or flammable mixture through their vapors are heavier than air. Next is procedure. Non-aqueous products and products which can withstand low temperature of -40°F are used in this method. This product concentrate is chilled to a temperature of -40°F and filled into already chilled container. Then the chilled propellant is added completely in 1 or 2 stages depending on the amount. Another method is to chill both the product concentrate and propellant in a separate pressure vessel to -40°F and then filling them into the container. The valve is placed and crimped onto the container. Then test for leakage and strength of container is carried out by passing container into a heated water bath, where the contents of the container are heated to 130°F. After this, the containers are air dried, capped, and labeled. Various units used in cold filling methods are unscrambler, air cleaner, concentrate filler, propellant filler, valve pleasure, valve crimper, water bath, leveler, coder, and packing table. The cold filling methods is no longer being used as it has been replaced by pressure filling method. Advantage: it is easy, very easy process. Disadvantage is aqueous products, emulsions, and those products adversely affected by cold temperature cannot be filled by this method. This is the assemble for cold filling apparatus. Compressed gas filling apparatus. Compressed gases have high pressure, hence a pressure reducing valve is required. The apparatus consists of delivery gauge, a flexible hose pipe which can withstand 150 psi pressure is attached to the delivery gauge along with the filling head. A flow indicator is also present in specialized equipments. Procedure: the product concentrate is filled into the container, valve is placed and crimped on the container. With the help of vacuum pump, the air is removed from the container. Filling head is put in the opening of the valve and the valve is depressed and the gas is allowed to flow into container. The gas stops flowing if the delivery pressure and the pressure within the container becomes equal. Carbon dioxide and nitrous oxide is used if more amount of gas is required. High solubility of the gas in the product can be achieved by shaking the container manually or with the help of mechanical shaker. These are the references. Thank you for watching.